Oh boy, that was a year, wasn't it? Hey guys, so I thought I'd do something a little different for the end of this year. Not just do the usual, oh, I'll throw up a card or something, or do one little Crotoonia thing. This year I decided to go a little different and do a bit of an end of the year speech. Just say what I thought of the year, what happened, and all that jazz. So, this year was easily the most emotionally stressful for me. Like, I know you're gonna say, well, it's because of all the celebrity deaths. Well, that was saddening, but, for me, there was a lot of stuff that happened this year. My last semester of grade 11 went disastrously, to say the least. Grade 12 hasn't been off to a great start because we had a bit of a strike a couple of weeks ago, and actually I think it was a month ago, and it just wasn't fun to deal with, along with, you know, a bit of overhype of grade 12. A couple of things happened with a few friends. I actually found my first notice of termination this year, and I found out I had mild anxiety, so yeah, it's been a bit of a doozy, but as much as I'd like to be the typical, oh, 2016 was the worst year ever thing, there was actually a lot of points this year where it was actually pretty important for me. In fact, if I were to give it a nickname, 2016 would pretty much be growth and progress for me because, oh my god, there was so much good that happened this year, even with all the bad stuff going on. Crotoonia has really, really skyrocketed since, like, last November. Like, once I actually started getting shorts out, not just, like, pictures on that site and, you know, the other stuff I was doing, we really started to get a bit more of an audience. Like, I've been able to show off a little more what I can do. I've been able to improve over the year, even if it doesn't show quite as much in some points. I end up, like, the crew's really been growing the last couple of months. Like, actually, mostly, like, the whole year. It's like, all these fantastic people coming in is just like, it's great, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And, yes, Tillie to the Rescue still needs to be finished, but even that's making a lot of progress. We're like, maybe 30-40% done of the special. Like, we've mostly got the animation to worry about right now, and, like, music and stuff. But, it's coming along nicely, and, like, yeah, it's just been, again, sorry for stuttering, this is all improvised. As usual, you know me at this point. But, 2016, despite all the bullshit that went on, like, there was still a lot good in it, and again, like, a lot that did help me grow. Like, I really did mature as a person this year, because believe it or not, I am not someone who just sits in his basement all day recording funny cartoons and stuff. And, Crotoonia aside, there's been a lot for my professional resume this year. I got my first job at the place where I co-opted that last fall, and it's been amazing so far. Great crew, great food, great place to work at, great atmosphere, amazing pretty much. I got my first sort of professional voice acting job. I've been doing the Troublesome Trucks, Harold, and Timothy for the Thomas Creator Collective, and it's been like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I've been voice acting technically for the official Thomas YouTube channel. It's like amazing, like, holy shit, I never would have imagined I would be involved on the official Thomas YouTube channel. It's like literally a dream come true. So despite all the depressing stuff that happened this year, you know, with, like, celebrity deaths, like, all the, like, you know, Trump being president, like, and the stuff I went through, it's been pretty good, at the very least. Like, I can definitely say I learned a lot this year. Like, I'm not just some poor sap who's just riffing on Thomas fags because it's the funniest thing ever. Look, Trainboy 54 sucks, isn't that so funny? Like, I'm actually developing as an animator and developing as, like, a cartoonist, developing as a writer, like, pretty much all of the places I want to go into. And on that topic, I actually had my first dual credit I've actually had my first college class this fall. Like, I've been doing a dual credit class for the past couple of weeks, and I'm on break right now, and that's kind of how I'm able to record this video. And it's been so amazing so far. Like, I'm doing it at St. Clair College, and it's, like, the most amazing, like, thing ever. Like, oh, I can't wait to get this application I'm doing for it finished, because, like, it's such a great place to do school. It's, like, literally a dream come true. Like, not only doing what I love, but also being around people who know what I'm talking about. But, like, even, like, at high school, I've got, like, so many good friends I've had. It's just, like, oh my god, like, as much as I'd like to be that one guy again who goes, 2016 was terrible, and there was nothing good about it, there was a legitimate amount of decency that happened during it, and again, a lot that I did mature in. So, for the last portion of this video, I'd kind of like to give an update on what's going on later on this year, and then afterwards, give a bit of thanks to a few people. So for next year, obviously, Tillie to the Rescue is still on the way. I'm not announcing a release date yet until I get the majority of the animation finished, because that's pretty much the big thing we gotta worry about right now, before I can officially announce a release date. And don't worry, no, it's not gonna be a VHS and DVD release. We're doing, like, the YouTube premiere first. We'll be doing VHS and DVDs for Crotoonia on demand when, like, pretty much, like, it's hard to describe, like, pretty much, if you want a copy, like, once we get the episodes done, you can just shoot us a message like, hey, can I maybe get a DVD? Sure. And we'll mail it out to you. Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, obviously we got the 10-minute episodes coming in the new year. We've got, like, 18 of those, like, 2 of them being the half-hour specials, Tillie to the Rescue, and another one we've written, Passenger Problem. They're all really great. My friend Ruben's been writing them with me, and it's just, like, so good so far. It's, like, gonna be so fun, so many great characters, a lot of amazing voice actors we've got on the crew. Like, I'm gonna mention a few during the thanks section. It's just like, oh my god, this is gonna be so much of an awesome year, and don't worry, for those of you who are gonna be waiting for those 10-minute episodes in between, we've got a bunch of shorts in production right now. We've got a new Crotoonian conversation storyboarded by Lockie. We've got a couple of new Meet the Crotoonians on the way. One of them has already been written and is already starting to be recorded. And yes, that's going to feature Tillie, don't worry. So, oh, and in terms of non-Crotoonia stuff, don't worry, I'm actually putting in another project. I'm actually writing the first review for the channel, and don't worry, it's not going to be the typical nostalgia critic wannabe. Watch me, I'm going to make fun of a movie for half an hour and throw in Family Guy cutaways, because that's the funniest thing ever. Basically it'll be a bit more of the Unlucky Tug or YMS style. Like, I won't just be directly ripping off them, unlike some people I know. But, it's definitely heavily influenced. I'm gonna do my best to avoid being just, like, a cheap knockoff trying to do that kind of thing, because they're popular. Because the reason I'm doing it is because, holy shit, I've got, like, literally the biggest VHS DVD collection, like, this side. Like, oh my god, like, I'll probably put a picture right here. It's just like, oh my god, look at all the VHS and DVDs. So many I got. And thus I have a lot of I got a bit of a research library to work from, and like throughout this year and like the past couple of years too, I've learned to pretty much properly analyze as a critic, and also not just rant at movies and stuff because other guys make it funny. Like, I'll actually be able to deliver legitimate thoughts and try to put some humor into them. And in regard to the first review, we're gonna be, like, right now we're writing a review for Postcards and Buster, that Arthur spinoff that some of you may remember. And after that, I'm planning to do a re-review of that Girl in the Red Truck special, like I mentioned in the last update. So that's gonna be fun. So that's pretty much what we got planned for 2017 at the moment. There's probably gonna be more, but I don't care. I just want to get some of this out of the way. And before I go, I do want to give out a couple of thanks to a few people who helped me throughout the year. Special thanks to Michelle Hurtado. She was pretty much one of the greatest friends I've made this year. Like, not only is she an amazing talent, like, oh my god, this woman is like an angel's kiss, but she's also, like, super wise, super helpful. Like, I wouldn't have made it throughout the latter portion of this year if it wasn't for her. Like, oh my god, she is a really good friend to be around. Special thanks to Ruben, one of the newest friends I've made this year as well. Actually, I knew him in 2015, but I got to know him a little better this year, and he's a really sweet guy. Like, he's a good writer, good soul, good person to be around. There's Lockie, of course, my partner in crime for a lot of this. He's amazing to work with, fun guy, incredible. Like, he's introduced me to Harvey Beaks, aka one of the best Nick shows ever, and I still gotta binge that. I missed the Christmas special. Thanks to Alice, one of the sweetest people I know. Like, I wish I could have, like, we could have talked a little more this year, but, like, it's so hard to describe. It's just, like, she is so nice to work with. Thanks to one of our newest members of the team, Geek Machine, for helping out with a couple of things in terms of voice acting. Thanks to Derek for giving me my, the opportunity to work on his project called, I can't spoil the title right now, actually, to be honest. I don't want to give you all the spoilers. But he's a fun guy to work with. Very fun to be around. I'm sorry if I'm just kind of, again, I apologize for stuttering. It's just kind of like, I'm doing this all on the top of my head, yeah. And thanks to a lot of the other members of the Crotoonia crew, like Stephanie, LJ, and like, oh, of course, I can't forget, like, Matt, aka Enterprising Engine 93. He pretty much got me into the Thomas Creator Collective. That was amazing. Thanks to the rest of the Crotoonia crew. I'm sorry I didn't mention here, but you're all fantastic, good buds to work with. Oh, and lastly, I want to give special thanks to Max Starro, who's gotten me involved in his Pooh's Adventure spoof, which is absolutely fucking hilarious. Holy shit, I wish I could spoil a little more because that script is legitimately one of the funniest reads I've ever done. Like, oh my god, you guys are in for a treat. Just be sure you can stomach it. So, that's the majority of what I've got to talk about. So, thanks to you all for supporting the channel this year. You are all the best. Thanks for everyone who helped. Thanks for everyone for watching. Can't wait for 2017 because there's just so much cool stuff we're going to be doing. And, I guess that's about it. So, I'll see you all in the new year. Happy New Year from the MilanTooner channel, and we'll see you all next time.